Move straight to our final conversation. Now, despite several attempts at prison reforms, custodial centers in Nigeria remains overcrowded. The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) says the total inmate population rose from 69,946 in 2017 to 81,710 in the second quarter of 2025. The NBS said this in its Nigerian Correctional Service statistics for 2017 to second quarter of 2025. The figure of 81,710 represents 16.82% increase from the 69,946 recorded in 2017. The Bureau report explained that in that period, Lagos State recorded the highest inmate population with 9,209 inmates and 4,167 correctional centers capacity, showing an overcrowding ratio of 221%. Other states with high inmate populations are Ogun at 4,939, Kano at 4,667, and Enugu at 3,536. The report indicates that Stealing recorded the highest number of admissions at 55,722, while bribery and corruption recorded the least with 27. I mean, gentlemen, the report, shows that several Nigerian prisons that they are operating at double, their capacity.
More than double.
But what does this say about the systemic inefficiencies, in the Nigerian correctional system? I'll start with you.
I'm sorry, if you are trying to attach the inefficiency to the Nigerian Correctional Service.
Then who should be blamed for this?
The judicial system, the police system, the correctional service only waits to collect. It doesn't recruit inmates.
70% are waiting trial.
It's not the correctional service that will try them. When you go to our courts, when you go to the police, haven't you seen many times, even EFCC, they will go to court, they will go and be looking for evidence later. The same, which is different from even when you apprehend criminals or suspects. Don't let me use criminals. So at the end of the day, many of the times you are not ready for prosecution. So when you get to the court, the judge, not a sadist. The judge will rely on what you presented. And since by the time you said you are under investigation, they say remanded in prison custody. So the prison is not a recruiter of inmates. You dump them there. So you blame the administration, of justice in Nigeria.
ACJA.
This is very slow, waste time. At the end of the day, what of the police? You go to the police, our prisons, what you will see there, the bulk of what you see there are people who are picked up here and there. Many of them are not meant to be there.
Wrongful conviction.
Not even conviction. These are not people that are convicted.
Just arrest.
People who are arrested, and at the end of the day, no formal charges prevailed against them. They will say they are investigating. Now, those that have been convicted up to Supreme Court, how many of them who are on death rows, who have taken?
Yeah, the governors
are always lily-livered when it comes to signing death warrants. Now you are blaming the correctional service. No, you can't blame the correctional service.
So it's the judiciary.
It is our country, institutional problems. Many of the reforms that we need to do across the police, across the court system, the administration, criminal system is very, very bad.
So you think ACJA should be reviewed then?
Thoroughly reformed.
Okay, so over 50,000 inmates are waiting trial. What kind of reform do you think the federal government, should put in place, for?
I even want
to ensure faster judicial process.
I even want to talk about the kind of offenses.
Some could be fines.
Because we are saying that Stealing recorded the highest number of admissions at 55,722. Ordinary stealing.
Alleged.
Alleged
No.
stealing. It could be like you steal yam.
Okay.
It could be like you steal a fowl. Those are the kind of stealing allegations that we have. And interestingly,
Bribery
and corruption is just 27.
Which is the
real problem that we have in Nigeria. So when you look at this, you find out that, and even cybercrime is at 48. Cybercrime at 48. So you can see that even smuggling is 118. Can we really say this is the true representation of crime situation in Nigeria? Are we saying that we have more common thieves than those who take bribes?
So you have issues with the data?
I don't have issue with the data. What I'm saying is that even the data that is captured here is not does not seem to be representing the real crime situation in Nigeria, and that is what will lead to increase and the number of people that we are seeing in our prisons. That is where I'm actually coming to, because when you apprehend a common fowl stealer and you lump everybody, you take them to prison and all of that, you keep increasing the population in these places, and you are not increasing the population there with the real criminals, which is a big problem. That is what I'm talking about. And unfortunately, these people that are apprehended, they are not even people that have the power to even defend themselves. You talk about, you just, maybe I'm rich, I've been able to call the police over a matter, you arrest somebody,
Wrongful detention.
And the person doesn't have the means to actually pay the
fine
to also get himself out. At the end of the day, they are there and they are forgotten. And you see, at the end of the day, by the time they get to court, no
lawyer.
They don't have lawyers, and even the police are not even able to prosecute the case.
And the judge will just say, "Oh, remand in prison."
And they continue to just say, they will seek for adjournments. And once they are still seeking adjournments, these people, they go back to prison. So it says a lot really about our judicial system. You are talking about reforms. I think Lagos State is doing something. It is not all cases that go to court in Lagos State. I think they have this system where some cases pass through some judges. I've forgotten the name they call yes, but it's not just every case they take to court. By doing that, they are reducing the number of cases.
Now, finally, what role do you think journalists can actually play, in advocating for alternative sentencing?
Yes, alternative
like fines,
judicial process is
probation,
what I was
or even
referring
community
to.
service.
For journalists.
No, for we to advocate for things like...
We are advocating. That's what we are doing here. We are advocating for alternate judicial system, for example, like the case of Lagos State now.
Yes.
Let other states also emulate that, so that you don't take all cases to court. There are some cases, maybe family disputes, you can go to them. They can help you. It is only when they are unable to help you to sort things out that you now go to the formal court system and all of that. I think that can help in reducing, but that is if it's not criminal. You understand? In criminal situations.
But I think the bulk falls more on the table of the judiciary here. If they can actually
the police and the judiciary.
Yeah.
Those two arms need serious reforms. I've been part of, serious investigations into inmates in the prisons. I've come across, I've seen many times, see people who are picked up at night or whatever by the police and taken to court and say, okay, remind the police, and forgotten.
And they just profile them. Oh, you look like a
one man of country. What offense? You have to say it.
I think it's a fine place for us to leave it. Adekunle Yusuf, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you so much. Olabisi Deji-Folutile, thank you so much for doing this with us. And that's it on Journalist Hangout today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga Oreshegun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.